My computer. All right, guys, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. Let's go ahead and share with you what we did yesterday, as promised. So, yesterday we created a logo called Video Ninja Pro, and it's for my book that I wrote on 7 Secrets to Video Marketing. We created an audio file with the new author tools that's called the Author Lab, and it does exactly the same word. And here is the video we did, and we put some images which AI created as well as some short videos as well. And this is the audio that we did for it. Watch this.
Emily had long faced challenges in sustaining her audience's engagement beyond the first minute of her videos. Disheartened by the low interaction, she made the strategic decision to hone her skills in crafting compelling introductions. By infusing her intros with emotionally engaging elements that sparked curiosity, she observed a remarkable transformation. Her latest video began with a captivating statement that captured and held viewers' attention immediately. The comments section buzzed with enthusiasm, and her viewership soared. New subscribers lauded her distinct style, eagerly awaiting future content. Emily experienced a profound sense of pride and empowerment, recognizing that her introductions now served as a powerful draw for her content. This evolution not only bolstered her confidence as a creator, but also deepened her connection with her audience, underscoring the enduring impact of an engaging introduction. Video never rests. The play button is the most popular call to action on the internet. Begin making impactful videos by downloading our book today.
I think that's phenomenal. I don't know what you guys think, but put in the chat if you definitely like that. Give us a 10 if you like that audio. That was done by AI. The script was done by our Wow apps to create a story. And of course, the ebook cover was designed by the AI Genius Creator Lab, which we have an Author Lab now. That's an upgrade going to be coming very soon. And the actual image was done with the actual ebook cover, the 7 Secrets to Video Marketing. All the copy here, like unleash the magnetic power of your first impressions, ignite curiosity, turn intros into magnetic forces, craft emotionally charged introductions, captivate and compel. All these bullet points were designed right in the AI platform. Just excellent, persuasive, emotional language. And then we did another video here with the author tools that's now available inside the AI Genius Club with an upgrade that's coming soon in April that you can create your entire ebooks. I used it just to create one chapter of a simple video here, and watch this.
Your first impression, now with 100% more enthrallment. Yes, you heard it right. Imagine every viewer dazzled and hooked from your very first greeting. Let's inject a dose of enthusiasm into your videos. This book will guide you through creating introductions that are charming and compelling, ensuring every viewer is mesmerized from hello. Can an introduction really hold that much power? Absolutely. Our book focuses on strengthening your video intros, making them compelling enough to double your viewer retention. By combining clever value propositions with a marketing framework, you'll learn how to captivate attention right away, pique interest, create desire, and drive actionable engagement. Taking action isn't just about logical persuasion. It's also about connecting with each viewer on an emotional level. Delivering intros that reflect enthusiasm and vibrancy not only excites your audience, but also empowers you and fills you with pride. Pause and imagine how your videos can be transformed with this newfound flair and appeal. So join us today and see how powerful your first impressions can become. It's time for your intros to shine with more enthrallment than ever. Let's make captivating openings your new norm. Download the 7 Secrets to Video book now.
Great, simple, right? Download the book. We got FAQ questions that were put together with the AEO funnel system. It automatically generates it based on our input. And then, of course, we actually put some copy here, which is basically the video you just saw, to add some more copy to for SEO purposes and AEO purposes. We put the entire video script in text here. There's a reason behind that. And then, of course, we even gave them more tips here. Of course, these tips were generated by the Wow app based on the book, 7 Secrets to Video Marketing. So when they click on download the book now, they put in their contact information, and then they go to this page, which is a thank you page. Thank you for downloading our book. And this is the book here, right? It's a nice little book. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You know, they could download it, they can go through it, they can zoom into it, they can walk, they can read it. This is the entire book, 26 pages, a short book. And then, of course, we give them an added bonus here. Look, we'd like to invite you to our AI Breakfast Club. Watch the video. Boom. And then, hey, by the way, have you heard about the AI Gold Rush? Boom. Now, we're going to tweak this a little bit more. We're going to say, hey, have you heard about the AI Genius Club? Right? So they could go sign up for it. And we're going to take this funnel, and this is actually going to be putting together, I am, a course in the Great Discovery. And the way I'm doing the course is I'm going to do it 7 mini courses based on each chapter. I'm going to let that sink in a little bit. There's 7 secrets. So each secret is going to be a course. So we're just going to take the book and put a audio file, maybe a short video from me, and maybe a checklist of chapter 1. Now we'll show you we'll show you that, and if you want to see how we did the audio files, you could actually watch yesterday's video. It's already in an academy inside the AI Genius Club. You can watch the academy of the AI Breakfast Club, which was yesterday. We'll be putting these videos inside there so you can watch them and use them, so you can learn, so you can invite people. Remember, the key here is to invite people to this breakfast club to get your prospects and people that want to understand it. So I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm telling you about the new project we're working on together. What do you guys think of the final output? You guys like it, James, Suzanne, right? And if you
I
would,
love it.
and let's say I'm curious what people thought. Yeah, we did that all yesterday in 1 hour, guys. Now, I already had the book written and the cover design. We just dissected the book, right? Everybody remembers dissecting a frog when you're in high school, right? The biological. We just dissected the book and kind of pulled information out of it. We also created 30 days of social media posts. We did a video also, and we also did a lot of different images for social media because you want to promote your book and your courses, right? So that's what we did yesterday. Today, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a project for Suzanne. We're going to put together a book on Ask Engine Optimization, which, you know, we have the AEO funnel system inside the AI Genius Club. It's designed to help your business or your product or your course or your book or any business really to be found, to be referred business by ChatGPT. So we want to put together what's called a what do you call it, Suzanne? It's just a small book. It's going to be like a lead magnet, right? To get people to engage in her community. So she has a platform called AEO Mom Boss, and it's going to be coming in the Great Discovery. And we're gonna work on that. James and I are going to help her, and we did some preliminary work. I did some preliminary work. I'm going to give her some information also while she's working, and James is working on the book because James is a master of crafting a small book out of the Wow app, right? He's really good at that. And between those two, they're going to be able to craft some really good information. But I want Suzanne to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that she's done with the Wow app. She's excited about it. And I want her to talk about some of the tests that she's run in terms of headline um, type of checking third parties and seeing the output that's coming out from our Wow app. And I think that would be beneficial to everybody to hear. So, Suzanne, I'm going to turn it over to you to talk about that. And then we're going to start working on the book. And by the way, what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to create a personality for you that is an expert in AEO as well. So we could put that in your platform while you guys are working on that. So you have your book and then you have a personality in your platform. It's going to be called the AEO Mom, AEO Mom Boss, right? And that way anybody can go there and pull information. We'll upload your book to it when it's finished. And I'm going to put a lot more information in there that I've already got this morning to fill the knowledge base so that it has a lot of power. So turn it over to you. Let's get to work.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this. Real quick, I think the chat is disabled and people are trying to interact. So I just
Sure.
wanted to check that real
Absolutely.
quick.
Yeah, I'll fix that right now. So let's get you guys going so everyone can chat. So there you go. All right. We wanted to get that introduction out of the way. So
Mhm.
everybody should be able to check now. And if you
Let's see
would,
here. Yep, I see it in there. There we go.
awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, if you guys liked our outcome yesterday, put a 10 in the chat. Now you can do it. So we would love your feedback on what you thought of what we did. Uh, and then we'll go from there. And we'll show you later, James, remind me, where we show them where to see the Academy from yesterday or the breakfast from yesterday, where you can watch the video. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I really do love the Wow app. This app can do so much. And as I was preparing for this today, I was doing a little bit of testing different hooks and ideas to use. And the Wow app, I have a little score, a way that I score them, and the Wow app consistently shows up very high in that score. And so I've got a couple of ideas that the Idea Buddy got me going on, and I just want to share that it's these tools continuously get better, and we regularly test them. And this is like live test. We do this every day, so I just wanted to share that and how excited I am.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I mean these are headline scores, right? How effective is the headline? And the Wow app and the
Yes.
Idea Buddy are coming up really high on third-party tests in terms of captivating headlines. You saw the funnel we did; those were some captivating headlines. I mean, oh my God, I laughed, and so did James. James laughed too when that headline unlocked the secrets to video marketing so your audience does not snore.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's good.
It's
That's
got
good.
some humor to it, and that we didn't come up with that, right? The Wow Buddy came up with that. So today we're going to have a lot of fun with you guys. We're going to design the book cover, and I could design the book cover for you if you guys work on the content. And we got to come up with a name first. So why don't you guys share your screen, and you could use Suzanne, if you want to use the Wow app, or to come up with a name of the book, just tell me what it is, and I'll create the beautiful, beautiful uh, book cover for you, and then give you some options, okay? And then James, I'll let you and her work together on this, okay? On the content.
Yes, Suzanne. So if you want to give me just like a brief overview, if you want to send that to me of what you want the book to be about, I'll start working on the book.
Sure. Okay. So let's see. I just went into Idea Buddy, and it did the headlines for me. And this one scored really high on the third-party testing tool that I used. And so I like the word transform chaos into harmony. With AEO Mom Boss, I can send you this, or we can just kind of go through it.
Yeah, if you want to send me that'd be great. Share it in a
sure.
Google Doc or something.
So you want to use that as
Okay.
you want to use that as a book document? I mean, as a book title, transform chaos into harmony.
I thought so many of these would work, but that one scored so freaking high. I was like, okay, I'll just take it. So that's,
How do you do the scoring? How do you I mean, what's your method to that madness? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So am I allowed to say the domain that I use to test that on, or it's I mean, it's an outside source. It's free.
Yeah, sure, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called AM Institute. So aminstitute.com. So when you go in there, it's a free tool. It's got ads on the side. You just copy and paste your headline in there, push submit. It'll give you a score. I do want to share that when I first started using the Wow app, I tested the exact same prompt on ChatGPT, the Wow app, and I think I used one more. I actually can't remember the third one now. And the Wow app beat out ChatGPT consistently. And so doing this same process over multiple projects, I've just gone with Idea Buddy and the Wow app every single time now. And if you can get a score of like 55% or higher, that's usually a pretty good score. This particular headline right here that I tested scored 75%. So it's been scoring consistently very well. And one more piece that I want to point out that's really important that this Idea Buddy did was it gave the emotions after purchasing this product. I absolutely think we can lead with any of these emotions. And these are great emotions. Like the very first one. So my specialty is, helping moms, and they feel overwhelmed balancing their business as well as being the foundation of their family. So you tell them, we can give you and offer you relief with this. Feel the weight off your shoulders with automated tasks. Just that one sentence, I was like, whew, I
Mm.
feel good just reading that.
Yeah.
And I just, and I'm not trying to like say men don't feel this way. I just, my specialty is women. And I know you feel me out there though, anyone who's balancing all this. And the last thing is, I really love inspiring. I come from a place of, I have a lot of energy. I love to, be like, yes, let's get this job done. Let's go, y'all. And I get very excited. I have to really dampen that sometimes. But so the fact that it even offers me inspiration, motivate to pursue larger goals with newfound efficiency. So I know the word efficiency is a little bit boring for some people, but pursuing larger goals, like seeing outside of yourself, going in to do something even bigger than you ever could have imagined. These are amazing emotions to empower and breed confidence. So as you can tell, I got really excited about it. I hope I didn't take us too much off subject there.
No, no, it's exciting. It's really, this is what the breakfast, is about, and you're radical about AI and what you're doing, so that's what we love it. So if you would put that in the chat, that name, Transform Chaos into Harmony, I'll start working on the book cover so we can start going, and then that's probably the first thing we'll show them. And by the
Okay.
way, these tools are going to be available in the Creator Lab that's coming in the beginning of April. We're testing them and using them, and we're recording obviously videos for them so we could train you guys on them because it's important. Training is going to be important. So,
Yes. This is a high touch environment. I love that about being a part of this. It's very that's super important. That's an element that can get lost sometimes.
good. All right. Thanks for sending that to me. I'm going to get that, and I copied it. All right.
And James, I'm trying to send you, but I think I'm gonna have to put it on a Google Doc to send this to you.
Yeah, you can throw it in chat. I can copy it from there.
Yeah. Let me
I was trying to do that.
and
Okay.
Sorry.
let
Go
me
ahead.
show you guys on the book cover. So this is the Book Genius. It's going to be underneath the Author Lab, which is available with the Creator Lab upgrade that we're talking about. So I'm going to put in the name for the book. I'm just going to paste in here first. So we're actually going to do the, Transform Chaos into Harmony as the title. So we're just going to put that as the title right here. And then we're going to say, we'll put a book description. There you go, Mamba. I like to keep it simple, okay? Because
Mhm.
the more you put in here, the more it has an opportunity to make an error. So we don't need to put in we could put in the name. Let's see what it does with your name, Suzanne. So I don't want to distract you guys from what you guys are doing. So I just want to show these guys. Any colors that your favorite colors? I'm going to ask you, Suzanne. What do you like? Give me some colors that you like.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yes, so I have actually kind of like a let's see. I guess I could show you. I could share my logo. That's what I'm trying to think of. Let
Okay.
me pull that up real quick. My apologies.
Okay. No, looks good. We want to match your brand, right? So you know, and this is what this tool does. If we have any guests in that are seeing some of these tools for the first time, if you would put a one in the chat and who invited you, that would be great. We would love to see that because this is your first exposure. We have over 50 AI apps and soon to be over 70 AI apps in all of our platforms, including the AI Genius Club, which we're in right now. And it basically has every tool a business needs to create content, to produce, to write books, to produce courses and webinars, to come up with good content for your business. And content is king, but I would even add on to that a massive amount of content is king. You have to do a lot of content if you want to grab people's attention, and it's got to be emotionally charged. So, all right, Suzanne, go ahead.
All right, so it is. I dropped it in the chat for you,
Okay, great,
and
great.
I
So,
just I pulled. I can pull it up on Canva and just share real quick. It's I usually use this color right here and this one right here. And by the way, I made this. This logo came from the platform in Logo Maker, All I did was change like just a little bit of positioning and some background stuff. So Logo Maker's pretty cool. Does some awesome stuff in there. So I just wanted to share that.
That's awesome. Fantastic logo. I love it. Great job. Yes, it gets your attention exactly. You look at the logo, you can say, "Oh, okay, this is about, super moms and moms." And I love it. Good job.
Right?
All right. Let's go ahead and put some colors. We don't have those exact colors, but I think we can figure that out here. So let's go with obviously you have a little bit of orange in there, right? And then maybe some blue, and then
Yes. And you're really good at this, Ed. So whatever you think, just go with.
yeah, and then we'll go with black. We'll go with blue. That's a good combination. Orange, blue, and black. I think that'll look really good. Maybe we add some white to it, so too as well. So let's add some a light color. Let's see if I could add. You know what I'm thinking is blue, orange, and let's use actually blue and yellow. Let's try blue and yellow. All right, cool. All right, so let's go and do it. So I'm going to generate the results right now. So let's just generate the results. This takes a few minutes. So while we're doing that, I have a I have an outline that may work for you guys. Also, that you tell me. I'm going to find it right now that I put together this morning on the topic of AEO. If you would like that, if that's going to help you, James.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get that for you right now. It's just an outline, and you can use this. Let's see here. Now, you could edit this as well, okay? Hold on a second.
While you're doing that, may I just share how they can chain the apps together as they're kind of going through this process to make it more helpful?
Yes, you're in course buddy right now, right?
Is
Yeah.
that all right?
Yes, that's fine. That's perfect because that's chained together. The other one, AI Genius, has not done that yet, but I will do that here soon. So go ahead. Yes, show them. Yes.
So if you have Course Buddy, it's pretty cool. So as you're working through this, and this is so important because sometimes you can get overwhelmed with what part do I need to put in to get the prompts that I want, and it can really help you out by automatically doing that. So as it's created something for me and I've worked with it and gone back and forth and gotten it how I want it, you can send it to another app down here. Once again, I love the Wow app, so I'm probably going to send it there. And you just click that button, and that's all you do. And you just kind of let it go through. And once it is populated, you can go edit it and make it exactly how you want to make it. But I just wanted to share that trick that speeds things along.
Awesome. Yes. I know that Aki is on the call here today. He's definitely familiar with that. Uh, yeah, so yeah, that's definitely an excellent tool. So let me see here what we're doing on the book cover. We're going to transform your chaos into harmony. All right. So I'm sending you an outline, guys. I'm going to send it to both of you, and you guys can edit this, okay? Um, you know, as you want. You probably want to change it, but that you can do. All right. Wow. That's cool. I'm looking at the book covers right now. Every time I see it, I say, wow. Right? Right, Suzanne? We always say, wow. When something comes up with something, like, what the?
I know.
I could not.
I got to come up with another word.
That would that's like, I don't know. It's just that every time we have an output on some of these things, we're just like, it would have taken me, hours of just having someone to design this. It's just like crazy. So,
Yes.
all right, let me put the link in the chat for a possible outline. You guys can um, make sure you got it. Did you guys get that? I sent it to the host and panelists. Yes.
Yes.
So look at that, and you could edit that a little bit. You probably want to put something in there about moms, but so you could work with the app a little bit. Once you got that outline, obviously writing, we want it to be a short book, right? So maybe the chapters don't need to be real long. You don't need to expand the outline. I think if you just keep the outline, with a couple of points, James, it'll be a smaller book, like 7,000 to 8,000, maybe 9,000 words. to keep it
Okay.
simple. Obviously, we can write a 30,000 page book, but I don't think we need to do that with this topic. Those
Okay.
are some topics that I did some research on. You could look at that, and then you could see also what the Course Buddy comes up with in terms of an outline for the book or the Wow app as well to come up with your basic outline. And once you have that, then you guys can start writing it. Let me show these guys some book covers, and we could obviously throw your logo in these too later. So let's go to the book cover here. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So, yeah, what do you think of some of these? I like this one right here a lot. This is,
Oh, yeah.
we could change that into a darker. Obviously, you know how to do that. And it has AEO
Mhm.
Mom Boss. We could throw your logo over here in the corner. And that looks really good. This one looks good too, as well.
Mhm.
What do you think? Which one do you want to try a different color, or do you like the, it's bright, definitely.
Yeah. Well, yellow gets attention. Yeah.
It does. Yes.
Hmm.
Any particular one that you like, or do you want me to try different ones?
I think I like the let's see, I don't understand the difference between Course Buddy. Oh, okay. Thank you, Aki. Yeah, I think let's see, can you go down a little bit? Let me see that one more time. Yeah. I like the same one.
This
I
one?
like the same one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me download that, and I'm going to work on the high quality one, PNG. All right.
So Aki was sharing that some people might not understand the difference between Course Buddy and AI Genius.
Well, the reason we're using AI Genius Club is if you're a new person here, it's going to have some of the Course Buddy tools. Course Buddy is in the Great Discovery. It's another platform for course creators and authors, right? So we built Course Buddy to go into the AI Genius Club. So actually, starting in April 1st, we're going to have Course Genius and Book Genius, which inside our Creator Lab and Author Lab, with a lot of the resources that are in Course Buddy. So the only difference is one's with the Great Discovery, the AI Genius Club, and one is Course Buddy, which is a separate entity, a platform that both James and I put together. But we put it together with a vision of absolutely putting into the Great Discovery to help course creators and to help anybody that wants to write a book, right? Obviously, we could write a book in 1 hour, and that's what we're doing right now. We got the cover already done, right? So, we could easily write the entire 7,000 word book. So, you guys working on the outline a little bit, or you okay? You want to show what you want to show?
I'm working on the book right now.
Okay, all right.
Okay. You want me to work on the outline? Or you got it already, James?
I've got an outline already.
Oh, okay.
So
Gosh,
here's
they
what
move
here's
so
what I
fast.
here's
So
what
look
I
at that.
here's what I want you to work on, Suzanne. Let's have you work on your about you section about the author. Okay, because
Okay.
you need to blend that into your book, right? With a call to action, obviously, connecting with you at AEO Mom Boss. So you could use the Wow app, you could use the story builder, the new app that we have that we're going to put in the AI Genius Club that crafts your narrative, whatever you want, right? So just craft that little message up. If you already have a little bit of your bio already, you could use that. You could add stuff to it. You have the Wow app expand that. And if you want to show that, and James, you should show what you're doing too with the Wow app because we got to show them what you're doing. So why don't you do that first, James? I'll work on the cover. Please show them what you're doing with the Wow app to write the book. That would be great.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And so I started out by putting in some of the information that Suzanne had given to me. And here in the Wow app, I put in, you are a New York Times best-selling author. write an outline for a 5-chapter book with the title being Transform Chaos into Harmony and the subtitle with AEO Mom Boss. And then I copied and pasted in some of the information, which was an idea that Suzanne had created utilizing one of our apps on the system. And this is what it came up with. Chapter 1, from overwhelmed to empowered. Chapter 2, juggle no more, simplify your life with AI. Chapter 3, build your business, boost your family time with AEO. Chapter 4, modern mom's essential AI toolbox for success. And chapter 5, AEO boss mom, your gateway to a balanced life.
Beautiful. I love that. Don't you, Suzanne? You're muted.
And your lips are moving marvelously.
And that's the secret of life, everyone. I hope you got it. No, that was that was awesome. Y'all make me look real good.
And as a single dad, this all is important to me as well, because I fully understand trying to balance your life. Sometimes I feel like I'm juggling, 15 bowling balls all at once, but I'm not willing to give up time with my daughter. And so having the ability to really save myself time with AI means a whole lot to me. And then once I got this done, then I just basically asked the system to expand on chapter 1 and write 1 paragraph on each of these points, which brings us down to right here where I'm at. From overwhelmed to empowered, introduction to chaos. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to expand on chapter 1 and have it write 3 paragraphs. With AI, you have to spoon feed it to get it to do everything that you want, which is why we created the Genius Book Creator, Genius Book Lab, that actually these manual steps I'm going through here in the WOW app are written, coded in the background of the Genius Book Lab, where you don't have to take these steps, but we're just showing you really some of the manual steps that you'd normally have to take with AI to write this book. And so I'm going to tell it to expand on this and write 3 chapters. And then next I'm going to tell it to do that and write 5 on each point. And then I'll have 5 chapters on each point. If I told it from the very beginning to write 5 chapters on each point, it wouldn't do it. Typically it'll say, no, that's too much. I'm not going to do it for you. So you have to, take it a little bit at a time. It just takes about a minute or so to write that. Now you'll see. Well, actually, I need to back up because I redo this here. Sometimes you have to finesse it. Oops, I got to the wrong place here. Okay. Not 3 chapters. That's what I did wrong. I said chapters instead of paragraphs. Expand on this and write 3 paragraphs.
Suzanne, what are you working on? Let's go. What we're doing right now. Well, you're working on your bio. You want to show them that real quick while he's doing that, because he has a hard time writing and talking at the same time. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know you're good at that. So now you guys understand what he's doing, right? So you can And the good news is we're solving that problem, obviously, with the creator of the author lab, where you could actually generate some, the book a lot easier, right? But if the Wow app works just as good to come up with a good content because it's powered and it develops good content. So go ahead, Suzanne. You're working on your bio right now.
Sure, yeah. Let me move this chat box out of the way. Yes, so I went into the Wow app, the handy dandy trusty Wow app. I love it. And so I just told it what I wanted to do. I gave it the title of the book. I explained it in my own words, just talked to it really naturally, and gave it a little bit of information about me and the way I wanted that to be presented because I want to be relatable. So I'm sharing things that are relatable, and then I'm telling it the direction I kind of want it to go with it as I want it to write it. I told it who it was, that it was an expert in biographies for best-selling New York Times author, use a friendly tone. I'm a big fan of Tim Ferriss, so y'all don't have to do this, but I always do this. I do put in the style of Tim Ferriss. I like to see what it's going to do first. Then I rework it from there. Chris Sacca is another person that I like. And so a lot of times I put that in there. That's just what I do. And then create 3 paragraphs. So here is what it gave me. I don't know if y'all can see that. I hope my little box is not in the way. So here is what it gave us. And I'm going to look at it for just a second here. Yeah, so I like some of the words it's using a lot, and it took what I said. I specifically mentioned semi-digital nomad. It brought that in. Homeschooling, that's important, I think. So that I'm glad it put that in there. This personal odyssey taught me the greatest leap of faith. I did say leap of faith in there too. Yeah. Um, yes, I like the style that it's taking.
Great. So
Yeah, I think
we,
it did a really great job.
we program the Wow app, guys, just to give you a little background while they're working. I'll give you a little bit of information to really just about do anything that you're looking to accomplish with writing, right? So whether you wanted to write a little small book for you, you wanted to create images, you could have it create images for you. And it actually, once you develop, like for example, James is going through the whole process of writing each chapter right now with the Wow app. Once that actual string has all that context of all the chapters, and he goes in there and you ask for an image to summarize chapter 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, it is going to put an amazing image together because it has all the context of it. Do you understand the process and logic, James? Suzanne,
Yes.
it's incredible because it has a lot of context. You gave that worker, which is AI, right? It's a bot, right? It's actually working with you and it's getting to know your style, what you want. And James will tell you it gets smarter as you're working on it, right? Because eventually you can just say, hey, just write chapter 5 the same way, right? And it does it, right? Because it already knows what he's doing. And then, of course, now you'd say, I want you to create a stunning photorealistic image of mom with kids, that are juggling life and looking for, a way to work from home, showing frustration, right? And, or, anxious behaviors, you know, uh, cereal bowls, flying in the air with milk spilling on the floor, and just, it'll create an amazing image. So you just got to be descriptive like that, right? So,
So I can show some of the results, Ed.
yes, great.
So here, this is chapter 1, and basically I built it up to there's 5 paragraphs on each point in just a number of minutes, right? And then as soon as I was done with chapter 1, now all I entered in here was expand on chapter 2, the name of it, and write 1 paragraph on each point. And it immediately did this. And now I can just take and I can copy this prompt right here and I can paste it down here. And I just changed this to 3 instead of 1. Like I said, in the book lab that we've created, this is all done for you in the background. You don't have to actually manually do this, but this is so you understand the process with AI is you're building on information that you previously fed it. And as Ed says, once it kind of learns you, then it becomes easier and easier all along the way. But you can literally write an entire book, even this manual way, within an hour or so, and have a beautiful, beautiful book. And it's your book because it starts out with your genius that you're putting into the application. Now we have the three that right here. I can just again copy this prompt. It's probably still in my clipboard and put it in here. And then I just changed this from a 3 to a 5. So you have just slowly building on that data, because if you give AI just a little bit each time to do, it'll do a much better job of accomplishing what you want. Now, in less than a minute, we're going to have an entire chapter with 5 paragraphs on each point in that chapter. And of course, you'll want to go back and read it, make sure it, meets your core values and is giving you the messaging that you want. But this takes a ton of the work out of creating your book.
It's so good at I don't know if anyone tried to write a book before AI. I did. And there were so many times when you're inspired and you're rolling, and then you hit this one spot. And I guess they call it, what do they call that, y'all? Writer's block?
Yep, writer's block.
Writer's block.
Yeah, writer's block. And it stops you, and you're just sitting there, and then your confidence goes down, and then your inspiration's kind of going down, and all the momentum you had going kind of starts going down. It takes a lot to get it back up. Something I've noticed about writing with AI, it doesn't outsource your personality. It keeps you rolling during those moments when you may personally have a little bit of writer's block. And I hope that makes sense to everyone, but it's a great momentum starter and to keep you rolling.
And you guys seen it live right here in less than 2 minutes, entire chapter 2. Each point, there's 5 paragraphs on each and every point. And now I'm just going to copy and paste this into a document with chapter 1 and the outline that I've already put into there. And then I'll move on to chapter 3, and I'll do the same thing with chapter 3, and we'll be over halfway into writing this book. This now here in my Word document, I have my outline starting here at the very top, and then chapter 1 and 2, and within 3 or 4 minutes, we'll have chapter 3 in here as well. Well on our way. All right. With that, I'll turn it back over to you, Ed.
All right. Yeah, just working on the book cover here right now. So almost done with that. And just editing a couple things on the book cover to make it look better using the editing tool. So let's, well, I'll be able to show that here in just a minute. So,
by the way, those of you who have earned a co-author book, we're going to be doing some of those live here with you. Some of them we already have written, so it'll be more updating a bit, so you can truly claim co-authorship on those. And this is where we're going to be doing those things live with you here in person, just like we're doing with Suzanne.
yes, indeed. So obviously you can see our brains moving because we're working on little things, right? So we're trying to show you as much as we're doing right now so you guys can see it.
Yes.
So James,
you want to
yeah, you can share what you're working on the Wow app so they can see it, and then I'll be able to show
Okay.
book cover here in just a minute.
Okay.
What we're trying to accomplish. Okay, so I just need to get her logo here so I can put it on the book cover. So that's what I'm working on right now.
So
one thing
basically,
I'm sorry, James, go ahead.
Basically what I did is I typed in expand on, and I pasted the title for chapter 3. and said, write one paragraph. So you see here, expand on chapter 3, and here's the title, and write one paragraph on each point. And so there we have it. And then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to change it to 3 paragraphs, and you'll see the results there. Hey, go ahead and Susan, share what you're going to share while I'm doing this part here.
Something that's a big bonus on the WOW app is I'm going to have it pivot and shift. Wait, am I sharing screen? Did I share screen? No, I didn't. I'm going to have it pivot and go, okay, so I'm going to want to make a post about this. All right. So I'm going to ask it to actually create an outline for, I was going to say the first post. Let me back that up. Create an idea of how to share this on my social media, and let's just see what it says. Oops. And I'm always very polite to my AI, so I say thanks and please. When I'm talking to ChatGPT, I'm like, "How you doing today?" So I like to maintain a high vibe.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes.
do the same thing. It's like I don't know, just it's our natural way of interacting, right? So we just
Exactly.
carry
Why
that
should that
through.
change? Right. I agree. A funny story, y'all. Before I ever met James, I had already named my AI and I named it James.
Oh,
So now every time I talk to the AI, I'm like, wait, different James, different James.
that's funny.
Okay. So we're going to give it a different idea. I'm going to say, thanks. Please write me a post for social media sharing this process with them. We're just going to, I just talk to it exactly how I talk. And if you guys get an error, that's okay. That is all part of the process. You can't break it. Just get in there and hit it again, maybe rework something, refresh your page. You would be amazed how many issues are fixed just by reloading or refreshing your page. So it gave me an error there. I just rewrote it, and here it is. I've asked it to pivot and now talk to me about social media, and it's giving me some ideas. Hey, mamas with a flower, are you feeling overwhelmed juggling work, life, and everything in between? And so it gives kind of like, hey, here's how I did this. Here's some little tips in there, and yeah, this is pretty cool, and this could give you a great start, and then you can even come in here and edit it. So say I don't even like the way it spells mamas, maybe I actually spell mamas like this. That's how my daughter spells mama when she goes mama, so that's how I spell it.
That's awesome.
All right. Now we have a full, if you want to stop sharing, I'll just share it real quickly, Suzanne.
Sure.
Now we have chapter 3, and we have 5 full paragraphs on each point written. And just scan reading this, man, it is really good. Suzanne may want to go in here and change and edit some things, but this is really, really good. And same as process as before, I'm going to copy and paste this into my Word document and go ahead and put it in here. So now we have chapter 3. So we're over halfway through with this 5-chapter book. I'll change the formatting on this later where the letters won't look gray, which it's pretty simple. But I mean, it's just amazing. So, I'm just going to go back up to the top, and I'm going to copy chapter 4 title. I don't even have to do that. I'll just show you what I can do down here because it knows what I'm doing by now. So I'm just going to do expand on chapter 4 and write one paragraph on each point. I don't even have to do go up and get the title of it because now it knows what I'm doing. Once the AI realizes or kind of sees your style, what you're trying to do, you can feed it less and less information. It will already understand what you're wanting to do here.
Yes,
That's a key
awesome.
point, James.
Yeah. And so we do have a hard cutoff here today. It's about 7 minutes, so we may have to finish this book tomorrow. But look here, all I did was said expand on it. It pulled the entire title down here and wrote that. And then now I just, paste the prompt I used the last time and do 3 paragraphs. All right. And I'm going to stop sharing while this writes. So Ed or Suzanne can share some things that they're working on.
Yes, absolutely. So the way it's going to work with you guys is we're we work on the project. We do our best to complete it every single day, right? And then we show you the next day what we completed, and then obviously we put the recording in the platform. That's the way this process works. I'm going to show you the book cover here in just a moment, so you guys can see it. I just did some editing on it to make it better. Hopefully she likes it, and I'll send her the file. She could do some other things about it, right? So let's get this done. Any middle
I
initial on
have
your
it.
name or anything like that you want to put on your title?
M Michelle's my middle name, so
You want to put M? Okay.
yeah,
All right.
sure, yeah. Unless it's a pain, then don't worry
Nope.
about it.
Not
I
at
just want to
all.
thank you guys. This is really cool. So I hope y'all can feel the vibe and the energy when you start moving and taking action. Now, granted, I'm very lucky to have expertise of Ed and James helping on this, but there's actually an energy that you get into when you create things and you start flowing, and it breeds more energy and more momentum. So sometimes if this feels like a lot, just take the first step, and AI is there to meet you and to continue through your own voice, continue getting your idea and your thoughts out there. And I hope that y'all can see how fast this can all happen.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to download this and show it. Okay, so let's download that.
And just while you're doing that, I'm just going to comment that chapter 4 is now done. 5 paragraphs on each point is completely done. In fact, I'll just kind of scan through it here while Ed's pulling up this image. Look here, chapter 4 is done. Only have one more chapter left, and essentially first draft of this book is done. And less than an hour.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, let me get the cover here to show. And if we share this and download. All
So I know that some of y'all have some ideas and you're already thinking as you're watching this happen. If y'all want to throw any ideas out there, it's that next step to getting it out there into reality. So if anybody wants to be brave and courageous and throw in the chat some ideas that you're having or just something you noticed or maybe an aha, um, I hope that this is helping you guys out and getting you moving.
right, Suzanne, I'm going to send this file to you. You obviously have room. You have room to add some text down here if you want to as well. Okay.
Sure.
Obviously,
Yeah.
and I got your domain down here on the left-hand corner here as well. So you could add, this is in a Canva file, so you could add anything you want, right? So I'm going to send this to you for the cover. It's 8.5 by 11. It's an image, and you could dance it up a little bit more. Okay, so I'll send you the raw file, and you can go from there. Cool, awesome. All right,
And
you like?
folks,
Awesome. Thank
one
you.
one of the most important things about these trainings, invite your friends to these, folks. Invite your friends, especially people who are not part of the Great Discovery, but also get your team members to these trainings. Because I guarantee you, folks, when people see what we're doing here, they're going to want to join the Great Discovery. No two ways about it. They're going to want to be part of what we're doing here. So Yeah. So yeah, just invite your friends.
And I want to share with you guys as these guys are working on it, we're obviously using the WOW app, which is absolutely amazing, right? You can see up here, here's the AI breakfast lab from yesterday. So, excuse me, no, that's not the one from yesterday. I got to put it there. It's under resources and it's down at the bottom, AI breakfast club. So this is the recording from yesterday under resources, AI breakfast club. It's recorded right here, as you can see, right? It's the full hour of everything that we did. You can watch it right in the AI Genius Club. We're working. Welcome to the AI Breakfast Club. Today we're taking on a project with our book that we wrote called The Seven Secrets of Video Marketing. We're going to dissect it and we're going to show you how you can dissect and segment this out into courses and social media marketing and videos and images where you could get people engaged in the book that you wrote. And so very, very resourceful. So, we kind of have a motivation, and we'll wrap it up with this kind of what James and I and Suzanne are doing. We want content to help you, and we also need content to help save us time. Imagine having these recordings inside the AI Genius Club and on the Great Discovery and other platforms that showcase what we can do in the lab, right? So in the AI Breakfast Club. And these videos are going to be training, obviously, academies. They're going to go on our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube boot camp that's closing out when, James? Is at the end of the week?
Yes.
Right? So obviously, this is a strategy for us to be able to put together our YouTube channels. That's 5 long form videos a week that are educational, engaging. Now, another thing we could do that we're going to do, we're going to take these long videos of these AI breakfast club that we have, and we're going to chop them down on the weekend. We're going to chop them down to small pieces of content that we could use on social media. And we'll get those resources to you guys too. These are like, we'll, create like little 1 minute clips of what we're doing. If you can imagine, we're going to split it up. And by the way, we have AI do that for us, and then we could do some of it manually also. So, if you
All right.
enjoyed,
I'd like to announce that chapter 5 is done. So the book is essentially done in 1 hour, book cover and everything. I'm going to have to hop off onto another call, and
no
I'll
worries.
turn it over to you, Ed.
Yep, let's just wrap this up, guys. We thank you guys for coming. If you have any questions, make sure we answered anything in the chat, and then we'll close this out. We want to thank you guys for joining us with the AI Breakfast Club with our lab rats. I'm going to stop recording now.